Cruise lines are posting a major increase in cruise pricing. In this video, we will explain the changes and the additional hidden cruise costs which are not included in the new posted fares.
Hi y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're cruising good time. You may have noticed that cruise prices online have jumped recently as a result of a new California consumer protection law designed to bring transparency into the cruise line pricing. However, this new law does not include a lot of other hidden charges that you may incur on a cruise line.
In this video, we will cover what is included in the new fares, and we will discuss the hidden charges that are not included.
At the end of this video, we'll give you a list of some of these charges that you should be aware of so you can have a checklist to see that you get your final drive out price for the cruise ship. Before we get into that, I just want to take a quick second and say thanks a lot for all our returning subscribers to come back and watching us. And if you just found us, please give us a like and subscribe, turn on those notifications so you can follow us. We try to put out really high quality videos about once a week.
The new law is to cover mandatory costs such as taxes and expenses for a particular port, or port fees. Let's talk about port fees. So port fees aren't profit for the cruise line. Port fees are to cover the expenses for docking at any particular port. They're things for renting out the port fee, security, the pilot boat, etc. Anything local. Port fees vary greatly from port to port. However, they're also affected by other things.
Yes, a port fee is largely calculated by the size of the ship, the tonnage and length, so on and so forth of the ship, the number of passengers that ship is carrying, the amount of time that ship is in the dock, and then finally whether or not that ship is tendering in or if it's actually mooring up to the dock can have an effect on that port fee.
So typically what the cruise ships used to do is they would take those port fees and they would divide it up so every passenger on the ship pays the same fee. So if you have 4 people in your cabin, passenger number 1 pays the same port fee as passenger number 4.
Yeah, exactly right. And now that's not the case. Where it used to be where you had kids sail free or third and fourth passenger sailed free and it looked like you're paying $0 for it. In fact, you're always paying for that port charge, but now they have to disclose that port charge is included as being charged for that third and fourth passenger.
It will be interesting to see if the cruise lines do anything differently so that they can change up their marketing in this area. We had mentioned that port fees vary from port to port. So the ports that are in the Caribbean and Europe tend to be the least expensive port fees in the world. Typically they may be $100 to up to $200 for a 7-day cruise. And then if you look at Alaska, the port fees are going to be more expensive. If you look at the Panama Canal, they are more. Typically, we've been paying about $400 in Panama Canal for port fees. However, that was also a longer cruise duration, like 15 days. And Australia has really cranked up their port fees, which may be one of the reasons that we've seen a few cruise lines pull a ship from the Australian area. So cruise lines are going to have different hidden expenses, and it's going to vary from cruise line to cruise line. We're going to give you that list of all these items that you need to consider at the end of this video. But we're going to talk about, break a few down. First of all, tipping. Tipping is a big item for different things on the cruise line.
One of the biggest ticket items is that the cruise line is going to add $15 to $20 per day per person to your room bill over the length of the cruise. And that's for passengers 1 and 2 and passengers 3 and 4 in the cabin. Everybody's going to pay that. This is a fee that goes toward the room steward, it goes to the waiter, it goes to the wait staff, part of their compensation at the end of the day. It's not included in transparency law because it's not mandatory like a tax is on there, and you can go and get it removed, but these people kind of depend on that for their living. I say leave it on.
Although you can remove this tax, you'll notice how very hardworking the crew is, and this helps them with their livelihood. Another thing you will find on your cruise line is they're going to add an 18% gratuity on top of your spa bills. Another much more complex subject is drinks and drink packages. If you do not buy any drink package and you just go order a cocktail, the cruise line will automatically add 18% to your bill. Specialty coffees, it's the same story. Now, this is a very complex subject. For instance, drink packages. So if you order a drink package, on some cruise lines, they're going to add 18% to the drink packages. Other cruise lines, it depends on which drink package you order.
So, like in the case of Princess, it's pretty confusing. They have what they call a Princess Plus and Princess Premier drink package, which is drinks only. If you buy that for a day rate, they're going to add 18% gratuity to that. But they also have Princess Plus and Princess Premier, which would include those drink packages and add in some gratuities and Wi-Fi and specialty dining. It's a whole bundle package. It's very confusing on a breakdown. If YouTube is working correctly, you'll see a card appear on this frame that shows has a link to other videos where we break down those costs. They will be listed in the description below. And with Princess, I'm not sure who the marketing Einstein was that came up with Princess Plus drink package and Princess Plus bundled package as the same name, because they're one's a subset of the other. And within the Princess Plus bundled package, Princess Premier package, they do not add an 18% gratuity onto that. And so it actually includes not only your drink gratuities, but it also includes all your daily room steward and waiter gratuities in that as well.
Yeah. Once again, this is complex. Really highly recommend you go watch our videos on those. So another expense is typically you'll take some shore excursions on your trip. If you book them through the cruise line, they are not going to add any gratuity on top of that. However, if you like the service on your shore excursion, it's very typical that you would just tip the guide directly. Also like to mention, tipping at the casino is at your discretion.
So another hidden fee can be a room service charge, where if you order room service, the cruise line may or may not charge you a service fee to have your food delivered. That's also complicated because it varies from cruise line to cruise line, whether or not you have bundled packages or not, so on and so forth. So be aware that could be a hidden fee for you there as well. So if you're going to use Wi-Fi, there's going to be an additional charge of that too. And in this case, I mean Wi-Fi to get out to the ships, from the ship's Wi-Fi on board to the internet, so you can stream and watch videos or upload YouTube videos, whatever you need to do. There's usually no cost just to use the ship's Wi-Fi on board the ship, just to make dinner reservations or read the activities list, stuff like that. We have a video that breaks all that down into those costs and some of the potential hidden costs you may have in that.
We'll have it in the comments below. Cruises offer other fun activities for additional costs, like specialty dining, arcade games, and sometimes rides, etc., which your kids may have seen in the advertising. Maybe additional costs. You may also have to pay for laundry, which is not such a fun activity. So you can look at this list and see that there are many things to consider that may not be included in the cost of your cruise. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.
If you liked the video, please give us a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. It really helps us out.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.